Shane here with eTrailer.com. Today I'm going to walk through how to install the Blue Locks tow bar wiring kit on your 2017 Honda HR-V. Adding this wiring kit to your vehicle allows you to tow your vehicle behind your motorhome to get those light signals from your motorhome to transfer to the car, so you're not only legal, but you're safe. This wiring kit is going to be one of the 7 main components to flat tow this vehicle behind the motorhome. The other 6 are going to be your base plate, your tow bar, your safety cables, your braking system, and you're going to have 2 fuse bypasses that you're going to need. There is one recommended component that I will recommend for any flat tow setup. That's going to be a battery charge line. Because your braking system has to get power from your battery, a battery charge line is a very inexpensive way to get to where you're going to make sure that your battery is charged at all times. This kit is going to install on your factory wiring, and it's going to use diodes, and what the diodes do, they protect your factory wiring from any backfeed from the motorhome if there's a wiring issue. Also, it's going to allow you to utilize the factory taillights. The good thing about it is it's not going to affect the normal use of your taillights when you're not flat towing the vehicle. Now with this setup, it maintains a nice clean look on the vehicle. Keep in mind that the 6-pole plug on the front does not come with this kit, but you can find them here at eTrailer.com. You can see with our plug on there, it maintains a nice clean look on the vehicle. Now that we have our vehicle hooked up to our motorhome, you can see with our blinker on, it's allowing the motorhome to transfer the signals back to our vehicle so that we're not only legal, but we're safe. It's going to allow everyone that's driving beside us or behind us to know what we're doing, whether that's braking, turning, or driving at night. To start your installation, if you're going to be installing your base plate, you're going to have to remove your fascia. It's a good idea while you have your fascia off to go ahead and run your wiring at the same time. If you already have the base plate on, like our customer already had one installed, we're going to make it easy, and there's a panel right here on the top in the engine compartment. If you remove that, you're able to reach down behind your front fascia to run your wiring. To take it off, you're going to have some little push-pin fasteners like this. Take a little flathead screwdriver and pry up the center, and then pull out the base. You're going to have them throughout this plastic piece here. Once you get it off, just set it aside. To run your wiring, you're going to have 2 pins that come off of your base plate that connect your plug. What I did is I just taped some or zip tied some extra hanging out. I ran it up right behind this little brace on my bumper core, across over to my driver's side. Once you get up here, you're going to run it up and make a little loop. If you're putting in a braking system like Dimco's Stay and Play Duo, leave a little loop like this because the braking system has to be tied into it. It's going to make it easier to do it up here than trying to reach down in there and connect everything. Then you're going to run your wire down to the bottom of the car on the underside. I fed mine right down next to the firewall. You see these hard lines. You want to make sure when running this to the back of the vehicle you stay away from anything hot or moving. Took a zip tie and zip tied it right to the hard line. This panel right here, this cardboard panel, 10mm roll here, one right here, pull it down, and you're going to have some push-pin fasteners that run along that side. From the end of my panel, I went up over top of my factory wiring, across, and came out this side. That's going to keep it away from my spring. Now what I did is I separated my white wire, because this is my ground, I'm going to attach it right here with a ring terminal on the bottom of the frame. I fed the rest of my wires right through this panel, and then separated my brown and yellow from my green. Next we're going to remove our tail lights. You can use a Phillips head screwdriver is what I'm using to remove them. We're going to have one bolt here and one here. We're just going to take our light and slide it back. Once you get your light out, you're going to have a bulb here. You're going to twist, pull it out, and this green wire is connected to this plug. To take this off of here, to get it loose, take a pair of needle nose pliers, reach underneath, and you're going to squeeze these 2 tabs together, and you'll be able to pop it out. Then we need to disconnect the plug. So what we're going to do is take a small screwdriver, you're going to pull it like that, and separate the wires, and I'll set the taillight aside. And you're going to repeat that same thing on the other side. We're going to take a pull wire, anything you have that has a little bit of stiffness to it. And we're going to run it down through this gap, down to the bottom of the vehicle. You're going to take a brown and yellow wire, tape it to whatever you sent down. We'll pull our wire up. Now we determined that this is a 3-wire system, but our diode kit, our yellow wire, actually is combined brake signal and turn signal. Because we can't use the amber colored light as a brake signal, we're going to have to tie it into the running light circuit, which is in this plug. We determined that our brake signal is going to be our green wire, running light signal is going to be our red wire. What we're going to do is we're going to cut the green wire, strip back both ends, I'm going to fold them over like this. You're going to get red spade connectors that come in your kit. You're going to put one on each one of those wires. Take your diode. It's going to say in and out. You want the out to go towards the plug. So we'll plug one into one terminal. So like that, that's going to recomplete the circuit for your brake light. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our yellow wire, separate it from the brown, cut it to size, strip it back. This wire is a little bit thicker, so we're not going to have to double this over. We're going to add on a spade connector. Add it onto the diode. That's going to give us our brake and turn signal through our factory taillight while maintaining our factory turn signal when we're not towing the vehicle. Now we'll take our red wire, cut it in half, and add the 2 spade terminals on it. Then we're going to take our brown wire. The only difference is going to be when we cut our brown wire to size, we're actually going to hold on to this side that we cut off. We're going to strip back both ends, put them together, add on your spade connector, and we'll plug that in with our red wire. The extra wire that we have, we're going to send back down, and it's going to be the jumper wire for a running light signal over on our passenger side. Now I need to take my wires, airline tube, and run it up to my passenger side tail light. Take our white wire that we're going to ground to the frame, cut it to size, we'll strip it back, add on our ring terminal that comes in the kit. And we'll take our self-taping screw that comes in the kit and ground it. Then for our passenger side, we're going to hook it up the same way we did our driver, with the exception of the brown wire. We're only going to have 1 instead of 2. Brown goes with red, green goes with green. Once you've got all your wiring hooked up and back, you can go ahead and reinstall your taillights in reverse order from the way you took them off. Then you're going to install your plug. The boot that comes on the back of the plug, skinny side, put it over the wires, strip back your wires. On the back of the plug, they're going to be marked. RT for right turn, LT for left turn, GD for ground, TM for running lights. Extra 2 posts are for any additional accessories you may want to add, like a battery charge line. Or if you're using this on an actual trailer, you can use that for a brake controller wire. So once you get it on, we're going to test it out and make sure everything's working correctly. Now we're going to test out our lights using an alternate power source. It's going to simulate being hooked up to your RV. Tail lights, left turn, brake lights, right turn. Once you've got everything hooked up, you have your plug installed, you've tested it, everything's working correctly, you're ready to go. Again, I'm Shane with eCharger.com. That's going to do it for our look at and installation on the BlueLox tow bar wiring kit on our 2017 Honda HR-V.